I mean, congestion is a worldwide phenomenon and it's increasing, and with the increasing rate of urbanization, it's just getting worse by the day. However, if you think about the UAE, it's a very innovation forward looking country. So it makes sense to sort of test and deploy these new advanced technologies here. Also, the cities are growing quite fast, which is putting a little bit of a strain on our transportation systems. The prevalence of private cars is quite high, so there's a lot of dependence on private transportation. If population continues to grow at the pace that the cities would like to, at some point we're gonna be facing serious issues. So we're trying to leverage new vehicle technologies to actually improve the quality of our transportation system. And that means understanding everything that is about new vehicles. For example, driverless cars, modular units that can couple and decouple while traveling, so people can transfer between the units without the need for exiting the vehicle. So we're trying to understand how these technologies work to actually develop alternative forms of transportation that would increase the reliability of public transport systems. On the first part, driverless units are units or vehicles that do not need a driver, so they're driven by a computer. And you can have traditional vehicles just driven by a computer, something like Tesla, with an autopilot that goes on autopilot in a very advanced way. But what we're talking is sort of different shape. It doesn't look so much as a car, but it looks more like a small bus. It's quite small. The technology exists already, and it has been pilot tested in Dubai. So what we're interested in is going beyond the pilot testing of these technologies into a deployment at a city level or at an urban scale. Now, to do that, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of information or real data on how they work because they haven't been deployed anywhere else. But we do have data on how public transportation systems today work like. And we're using that data to inform the sort of decision process that you need to use to dispatch these new units, how to combine them. If you have systems that still have conventional buses, how could you include a few units of this sort to add more flexibility and compensate for the rigid system that is offered by conventional buses? How can you use those units to solve what is called the last mile or first mile issue in transportation systems, which is how do I get from my actual origin or my final destination to the bus stop or to the metro station? We're exploring how to use these modular vehicles. They're called automated modular units to improve also the operations of emergency services, especially when you have either disasters like the explosion in Beirut last year or the COVID pandemic.